This is a story written by a Neanderthal. Title: A Drop of Truth Can Poison an Ocean of Lies. Part 1. When are conspiracy theories no longer theories? The attacks on September 11, 2001 justified a multi-trillion-dollar war and a re-evaluation of the Constitution itself. After that day, our rights as American citizens were drastically altered. According to 911research.com, anyone may be jailed without being charged or being able to confront witnesses against them. It does not stop there. They can search your house without justifiable cause to assist terror investigations. It is possible that these changes and many other ones were made to protect us through the Patriot Act. I know you have heard the most obscure theories behind 911, but a plane did not hit the Pentagon. That is one lie that is insinuated clearly by the FBI. FBI confiscated 84 out of 85 videos from the Pentagon, Top Info Post. Many firefighters' testimonies were ignored when they conveyed that they clearly heard bombs and explosions. The 911 Commission report is another cover-up, like the Warren Commission, when they claimed that the assassination of JFK was done solely by Oswald. These are the biggest conspiracies in the last 100 years, and they have a lot in common. This resonated when John F. Kennedy signed something that could have gotten the U.S. people out of debt. Executive Order 11110 could have prevented the national debt from reaching its current level, because it would have given the government the ability to repay its debt without going to the Federal Reserve and being charged interest in order to create the new money. Executive Order 11110 gave the U.S. the ability to create its own money backed by silver, rents.com. The Rothschild family owns every central bank in every country except for 3, Cuba, North Korea, and Libya. These central banks loan money to governments, make the governments pay back the money through the taxpayers with interest. Therefore, there will always be more debt than money in circulation. Rothschilds will not be seen on Forbes' list because the elite do not want the general public to know how the system is rigged. Imagine, though, the day they have taken over every central bank in the world and then they reveal themselves. We need money to go to school, eat, have fun. Overall, money is life. Therefore, whoever controls money controls the world. Part 2. True Kings Revealed. September 11th, 2101, the New World Capital is established after the Federal Reserve established a central banking system in every country, with North Korea being last to join. Ever since the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, the Rothschild family has funded both sides of every war. Today, he will announce how our way of life will be changed forever. He stands upon the destroyed city of Jerusalem in a tower made out of all the gold in the world. Right across from it is where Jesus Christ himself was buried. Before he talks, I look at my dollar bill, and it says in the circle with the pyramid and I on the top of the pyramid, Novus Ordo Seclorum, means New World Order. That is what I am about to witness, the New World Order. I thought that it was all a big lie until today. Today, I'm about to witness our way of life hindered by the elite. Before we line up to watch the speech, everyone in the world was told to take a pill. Most people were given the blue one, but I was given the red one. I took it, but I did not swallow it. I knew what they were doing. Everyone who took a red pill would die when King Rothschild would give his speech. I questioned everything wrong with the world. Not only that, but I also planned rebellion against those who help run the banks. Free thinkers who questioned the idea that security throughout the world was imperative due to alien invasions were called FAs, which stood for false angels. 1 year ago exactly, New York City was decimated with a warship this world has never seen, and every news station said that the government said that it was aliens. And just like that, everyone believed that terrorists were behind 911. Everyone believed this also. FAs were drastically hyped to be dangerous by the New World Capital under edict #60606. If you see 666 in that sequence within 2 seconds, you are an FA. They have several other hundreds of tests to prove if you are an FA or not. The FAs were hyped up to be informants for aliens. I believe in aliens, but I do not believe that New York City was destroyed by aliens, but rather the shadow agency that has 10,000 bases across the country with incalculable amounts of weaponry. At 10 a.m., we all line up to watch kind Rothschild speak. Good morning, citizens of the world. Today we will establish rules to help us control the current population of 10 billion people. You see, when Noah had to bring prosperity to leave everyone in the world behind except his family, he was not the bad guy, and neither was God. So today, all FAs will be annihilated. Those who oppose us will be executed by hover carriers that each have 2,000 snipers on them. Your diabolical incentives will be the incentive behind your deaths. Anyone who survives today must do everything we ask. For we cannot have enemies because that will inevitably lead to our annihilation. God bless all of you who are with us, and welcome to the new age. The new world is born today. I spit my bill out and crush it right before the speech was over. I see the guardians all around me who were brainwashed at age 18 to join the New World Army so that their family will always have the things they need. Within 10 seconds after the speech is over, almost everyone around me falls to the ground. There was a girl right next to me who is trying not to cry for the fear of being executed for showing those so-called enemies sympathy. We stare at each other for about 5 seconds before they hover around us and tell us to come with them. They shove us into the truck with other who survived like us. We were given names by one of the guardians. You will all be known as TAs, True Angels. And then he closes the door abruptly. I ask the girl her name and she says, Mary, in a despondent way. We were taken to a field in Saudi Arabia where an incalculable amount of towers were built, with each one having a huge light on top of it that pointed towards the sky. They were each about 200 feet tall, with huge lights on top that aimed towards the sky. The towers went south for 7 miles and were all about 300 feet apart on each side, and 5 miles south they went east to west 3.5 miles in each direction. I knew right then and there they wanted the towers to illuminate the city so that the city looks like an upside down cross from space. The new world, and here it is, the new city of Babylon. 100 million men survived around the world, and we all lined up to hear a man tells us that we are to be work here for 5 years to complete the city of Babylon in the new world. Then there will be prosperity for our families, and after this we will be free for the rest of our lives. Sounds horrible, but also too good to be true, knowing how malevolent King Rothschild is. Part 3. World population is now 500 million people. Almost everyone in the world took the pill, and most of the blue pills also stood for FAs. The red pills given were FA extremists such as myself. They were also those who chose not to take the pill, and they of course were executed without thinking twice. I am a free thinker among mindless slaves, and if they find out, I will be tormented and killed in front of all of them as an example. Our first take was to build a pool with 2 200-foot tall walls that were to have waterfalls flow into the pool, and then from the pool go around the city of Babylon, making roads with water. We were also to build a wall to divide Babylon in two. On one side, there were people who were very well off, but not quite the most powerful people in the world. Then on the other side of the wall, there would be a 10-mile river that is a mile wide. 1 mile long houses that looked like bridges would stand 100 feet above the water. These were the houses of the richest and most powerful people in the world. At the end of the river, there was said to be a church that made the Vatican look like an ordinary chapel. There was speculation that Babylon would be able to have 3 times as many people live in it as Tokyo. So Babylon was so big that it was believed to be able to hold 150 million people in it. However, only 500,000 people would live in it. Many of the workers said that the north side would only hold 1,000 people. 1,000 of the most powerful people in the world would live like kings, while King Rothschild lives like a god. Tonight, I will see the other side of the wall, no matter what. After all, I am a FA, and it is only a matter of time before they find out. End of A Drop of Truth Can Poison an Ocean of Lies. Thank you for listening.